Our next guest was captured in Iraq on March 23rd of 2003. She was held captive by enemy combatants until fellow American troops, including Army Rangers and Special Forces, Air Force pararescue jumpers, and Navy SEALs rescued her in a raid that was 9 days later. She became the first American POW to be successfully rescued since World War II. Sadly, this past May, one of the Rangers who helped in the rescue operation, Command Sergeant Major Martin Barreras, died after being shot while serving in Afghanistan. Jessica Lynch's story inspired a new faith-based film called Virtuous. Joining me now, former POW, retired Private First Class Jessica Lynch. Jessica, good to have you back. It's nice to see you again. I'm sure that all the talk about Iraq, what's going on there, the disintegration has brought a lot of memories back to you for your service 11 years ago. When you hear about that we pulled out, now we're having to send some advisors back in, how does it make you feel? Do you think about this? Does it just cause you to relive a lot of things?
Oh, it does. I mean, every day, like even when I wake up in the morning, I put on my brace and, I do things that remind me constantly of my time over in Iraq. So hearing about this constantly on the news, I mean, it's devastating. I hope that we don't have to go back over with all of our troops, but, it's right now it's kind of up in the air. Now,
back in May, when Sergeant Major Barreras was killed, one of the people that rescued you, not that you were aware of his being there personally at the time, how did that hit you when you found out that one of the people who had saved your life had given his in Afghanistan?
Right, and that's exactly it. I mean, I was devastated, not only because, I mean, he was a great Command Sergeant Major. I mean, I read about him. I didn't know him personally because he was just part of it that came in, got me out. And of course, for me, it was a bunch of confusion. Everything was going on in chaos. But, I read up about him. And then, of course, when I found out he had died, it's heartbreaking. It's very sad. I thank him every day for his service of coming in, risking his life, coming to get me. So.
When I think about a lot of people don't realize you still carry a lot of physical scars, not just the emotional, but the physical scars and some disabilities that you'll have to live with for the rest of your life.
Correct.
These are real challenges. So like every day you've got to be reminded of what happened to you back in Iraq.
Yeah, correct. I mean, the most severe was my back being broken at the 4th and 5th lumbar. So from that, and then of course laying in the hospital with no care, no treatment, it just caused severe nerve damage. And still today, I have no feeling in my left leg. I have to wear a brace. And then of course, where the Iraqis had taken out my femur bone and replaced it with a rod, I still have a lot of nerve damage from that. I mean, yeah, it's a constant reminder. Like just walking around in the city, I'm so excited to be here today, but it's a lot of stress on my right foot because I've had 7 surgeries on it. So just like the whole ordeal, but it's a constant reminder every day of what I went through over there.
You now have a beautiful 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, I do.
So life has changed for you in many ways. And now you're involved in a movie called Virtuous.
Yes.
Tell us about the film and your involvement in it.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I went back to school. I got my master's, my bachelor's and my master's. So after that, I was like, I want to do something else. Like I'm one of these people that now I'm ready to pursue something else. So this opportunity came about with JC Films, and the movie is called Virtuous. And essentially, it's a faith-based Christian movie about women and the adversities that they go through in life, and just these obstacles that everyday women face. It has a great message to it. So I advise everyone to go out and watch it. I get a tour with Angie Nelson from Courageous, that movie, and then a Christian singer, Brandy Allison. So, I mean, it's been a lot of fun being a part of it.
When you talked about you got your master's and your bachelor's degree, I remember, Jessica, that the reason you joined the Army in the first place, this was before Iraq. We didn't know we were going to war. You were an 18-year-old girl and said, my brother and I'd like to get to college, but we don't have enough money for that. You grew up poor, like a lot of kids in West Virginia. You signed up for the Army to get an education.
Yes.
Boy, you got one.
Yes, I'm not done yet either. I'm looking to pursue for my doctorate, so
wow.
I am just looking for the right program, the right time. Right now, we're really busy with touring this film, so it's been a lot of fun. But you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there and find a doctorate program.
But I'm so proud of you because you know the fact that you went to get an education, you had a whole lot more than you were expecting, with ending up going to war and then being severely wounded and almost dying from it. But you pursued your dream and your goal, and that is virtuous. The movie is called Virtuous. I want to ask you, where can people see it? Where's it going to be playing?
Yeah, well, it's all across the country right now. We're taking it to like 300 churches. We're doing it inside churches because it is a Christian-based. But we use that as like a theater to come out. Everyone joins us. We have women's conferences that we also do where, you know, like myself, I go and I talk about my experiences in Iraq and how it relates and how I got involved with the movie. So it's a lot of fun. I think everyone should go out and at least see one of the conferences, if not the movie.
I want to tell you how much I appreciate you, how proud I am of you. You've been a wonderful, inspirational, I think, leader for people to talk about dealing with adversity and overcoming it, and not being bitter about some of the tough things that befell you, but instead making something wonderful with your life, which you're doing.
Thank you.
And I'm just so proud of you. It's a great pleasure to see you again. And I hope people will go see the movie, Virtuous.
Yes.
And look forward to seeing you back here.
Thank you.
Thank you.